Alright, this is Unsung Raven coming up with an update on my friend Peacemaker 1895's profile. I would like to actually talk a little more about the project that I spoke more of at the end of his last video. I know a lot of people hasn't watched that video yet, and I would like y'all to go back and watch it, because the idea I'm talking about is actually a good one. We all agree on it, and I've actually been wanting to do something like this for a good long time, but never really had the people or the resources to do it. But coming up on the current events that's happened and going to happen, I want to have time, and I'm also going to have people to help me with this. Alright, so let me get into the lore, kind of. Let me straighten this out some. It's about how something catastrophic happened to the government. Everything has been somewhat ended. Let's just say Washington, D.C. has been washed off the map. Every major city on the map is almost plunged into chaos, except for in the West, where Detroit and let's say Los Angeles and some other places, California and Arizona, Texas, and stuff like that, they're somewhat still civilized, but compared to cities from, let's say, the Mississippi onward, they're really plunged into what is utter chaos, because there's no one from up on the government coming in and checking on people anymore. There's almost no communication left. Washington, D.C. has been basically, no one knows truly what happened, but there's rumors. Let me just say there was rumors about bombings, and how they took out the White House and they took out the Pentagon, etc., etc., and no one knows who it was. Some people think it was the Illuminati, and some people think it was anonymous, but I, myself in the show, even says that it might be anonymous, but the anonymous group has never been known to really violently take over things. So anyway, it's about a band of 3 people that eventually move on and gather more followers, and we travel land trying to find out what happened, because when we got separated from our home, and when we went back to try to find out where our family was, they just were not there, and we were confused. We didn't know what to do. We tried to call, but all the telephone lines were down. There's no internet. There's no cell phones, telephones, telegraphs. Not that they're still around, but it's just no communication, basically. And since that's off, we didn't know what to do, so we kept on moving. And eventually, I came up with the idea where we would move on to the islands and stay there for a while, until eventually some time has passed and we moved back to the mainland and see if everything's civilized. Which I said, which I will also be stating in the show, I'm pretty sure that everything will go back to normal in the next 5 years or so, because although this is a catastrophic event, we are Americans and we could probably work our way through it, blah blah blah. But who knows? We'll just have to see how the series turns out, and who knows what's going to happen. Funding for it, I don't really think it's going to cost a lot of money to make it, but we're going to put some into it, which we've actually put a lot of money into our videos for almost no reason at all, to be completely honest, because we only have 87 subscribers on this channel. And the money we've put into it, whether you know it or not, it's actually a good bit. Yeah, it's an ammunition, but still, that's a good bit of money. I know not a lot of people know how much we put in, but let me just say we put around $40 into every episode just because of ammunition. Lately we probably have not. That's just because we've actually been running low on ammunition ourselves. Not had time to go buy it. So anyway, I'm still trying to think of a title for the show. I would like for y'all to help me out with that. I'm thinking of The Brothers or The Pride, and eventually, if we actually get a partnership from this getting big, which I don't know if we will ever do that, but if we do, I would really, really enjoy getting some better quality stuff, like a better camera, which I might just fix up mine and start using it. But let me just say, a better camera would be nice. Also, some props. I mean, we were talking the other day about this and how we might actually have to use real guns or instead of fake guns, which that would be really hard to explain to our fans and other authority figures. Let's just say that, to explain why we're using real guns and not toys. Well, the thing is, they were available to us, but at the same time, we might not do that, and we might just buy a few airsoft guns, paint them, and go film. Who knows? Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all would figure it out if it was a real gun or not. That's some good OJ. Anyway, thanks for listening. I know it's been a long 5 minutes, 51 seconds, and everything, and me just basically babbling on, but I really enjoy y'all listening, let me tell y'all. Alright, anyway, it's coming up on the 6-minute mark, and this is Unsung Raven, out. How do you stop this thing?